Welcome to today's podcast. Our guest is Shi Heng Yi, a teacher known for sharing ideas about discipline, mindfulness, physical training, inner peace, and self-mastery. In this conversation, we will explore why people lose control of their minds, how discipline can transform a person's life, and what it truly means to become mentally strong. Master Shi Heng Yi, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It is good to be here.
Many people today feel lost. They have information, technology, entertainment, and opportunities, but they still feel empty. Why do you think this happens?
People often feel lost because their attention is constantly moving outward. They watch what others are doing. They compare their lives. They chase approval, money, status, comfort, and recognition. But they rarely stop and ask themselves a simple question. When a person does not understand their own mind, they become controlled by external circumstances. A compliment makes them happy. A criticism, tests. Success makes them feel valuable. Failure makes them feel worthless. This happens because their inner foundation is weak. To find direction, you must first create stillness. When the mind becomes quiet, you begin to see what is truly important and what is only distraction.
Many people struggle with negative thoughts, fear, and overthinking. How can someone control their thoughts?
The first step is to understand that you do not need to control every thought. Thoughts appear and disappear naturally. The problem begins when you believe every thought that enters your mind. A thought may say, "You are not good enough. You are not good enough. People are judging you. You cannot change." But a thought is not always the truth. You must learn to observe the mind instead of immediately following it. Imagine that you are sitting beside a river. The water continues to move, but you do not need to jump into it. In the same way, thoughts can pass through your mind without controlling your actions. Meditation teaches you to observe. Awareness gives you a choice. Without awareness, you react automatically. With awareness, you can decide how to respond.
People often say they are waiting for motivation before beginning something. Is motivation important?
Motivation can help you begin, but it cannot be trusted to help you continue. Motivation changes with your emotions. One day you feel powerful. The next day you feel powerful. One day you believe in your goal. The next day you begin to doubt yourself. If your actions depend only on motivation, your progress will always be unstable. Discipline is more reliable. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when your feelings are not supporting you. You do not train only when you feel strong. You train so that you can become strong. You do not meditate only when your mind is peaceful. You meditate because your mind is not peaceful. Do not wait for the perfect feeling. Begin with the correct action.
How can an undisciplined person become disciplined?
Discipline is developed through small promises. Many people make large promises to themselves. They say, "Well, I'll train for 2 hours every day. Molly will never waste time again." But large promises are often broken quickly. Then the person loses trust in themselves. Begin with something small. Wake up at the time you selected. Train for 15 minutes. Sit silently for 5 minutes. Complete one important task before using your phone. When you make a promise, keep it. Every promise you keep strengthens your relationship with yourself. Every promise you repeatedly break weakens it. Discipline is not created in one day. It is created each time you choose not to negotiate with your excuses.
You often speak about training through difficulty. Why is discomfort necessary for growth?
Because comfort does not show you your limitations. Difficulty reveals them. When you train your body, tiredness reveals your physical weakness. When you sit in meditation, restlessness reveals the condition of your mind. When someone criticizes you, your reaction reveals the strength of your ego. When life becomes uncertain, your behavior reveals your inner stability. Discomfort is a teacher. It shows you where more training is required. But this does not mean you should harm yourself or seek unnecessary suffering. It means you should stop escaping every difficult experience. If something is challenging but meaningful, remain present. Breathe. Observe. Continue carefully. Each time you face discomfort consciously, your capacity becomes greater.
What advice would you give to someone who knows what they should do but still feels lazy?
Do not spend too much time discussing with laziness. The longer you negotiate, the stronger the excuse becomes. Your mind may say, I am too tired. Today is not the right day. I will start when I feel ready. Do not argue with every thought. Move the body. Stand up. Put on your shoes. Open the book. Begin the task. Action creates energy. Many people wait for energy before taking action, but often energy comes after action has started. The first step is usually the most difficult because the mind is still resisting. Once you begin, resistance becomes weaker.
In your view, what does it mean to be truly strong?
Real strength is not about appearing powerful. It is not about defeating another person. It is not about speaking loudly or creating fear. Real strength is self-control. Can you remain calm when someone insults you? Can you continue when nobody praises you? Can you admit when you are wrong? Can you remain disciplined when nobody is watching? Can you experience anger without becoming destructive? Can you experience fear without allowing it to control your decision? A person who can control others but cannot control themselves is not truly strong. The greatest opponent is often not outside you. It is your own impatience, ego, fear, desire, anger, and lack of discipline.
What should someone do when they feel intense anger?
When anger appears, do not immediately speak. Create space between the emotion and the action. Take a breath. Feel what is happening in the body. Perhaps your heartbeat becomes faster. Your muscles become tense. Your breathing becomes shallow. Observe these changes. Anger is energy. If you act without awareness, that energy can become harmful. But if you observe it, you can choose how to use it. Ask yourself, what is this anger trying to protect? Sometimes anger is protecting pride. Sometimes it is protecting fear. Sometimes it is connected to an old wound. Understanding the source of anger gives you more control over it. Calmness does not mean weakness. It means that your emotions are not making decisions for you.
Modern life is full of noise. Why is silence so valuable?
Because silence allows you to hear what noise is hiding. When you are constantly distracted, you do not notice your inner condition. You may carry fear, sadness, confusion, or anger for many years without understanding it. Entertainment can temporarily cover these emotions, but it cannot resolve them. In silence, there is nowhere to escape. You begin to meet yourself. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, but with practice, silence becomes a place of clarity. You do not need to spend many hours in complete isolation. Begin with 10 minutes. No phone, no music, no conversation. Just sit, breathe, and observe. Silence is not the absence of life. It is a deeper way of experiencing life.
Comparison is a major problem today, especially because of social media. How can people stop comparing themselves with others?
You must remember that you are comparing your complete life with a small part of another person's life. You see their achievement, but you do not see their struggle. You see their confidence, but you do not see their fear. You see the result, but you do not see the years of work. Comparison takes your attention away from your own path. Instead of asking, why am I not like them? Ask, am I becoming better than I was yesterday? Your path requires your full attention. The time you spend watching another person's journey could be used to strengthen your own. Learn from others, but do not lose yourself in comparison.
Many people lose confidence after failure. How should failure be understood?
Failure is information. It shows you that something in your preparation, method, timing, or understanding needs to change. But people often turn failure into an identity. They do not say, why failed? They say, why am I a failure? These are not the same. An unsuccessful action does not define your entire existence. Study what happened. Accept responsibility. Correct the mistake. Then continue. Do not waste the lesson by spending all your energy attacking yourself. The purpose of failure is not to destroy you. It is to reveal what still needs development.
Is inner peace possible for everyone, or is it only possible for monks and spiritual teachers?
Inner peace is available to anyone who is willing to practice. But peace does not mean that your life will have no problems. It does not mean that you will never experience pain, loss, conflict, or uncertainty. Peace means that difficulties do not completely destroy your inner balance. A peaceful person can still feel sadness. A peaceful person can still experience anger. A peaceful person can still face fear. The difference is that they do not become completely identified with those emotions. Inner peace is not something you find once and keep forever. It is something you practice through breathing, through awareness, through discipline, through acceptance, through understanding yourself.
What simple daily routine would you recommend to someone beginning the journey of self-mastery?
Begin the morning without immediately giving your attention to the outside world. Do not touch your phone for the first few minutes. Sit quietly. Take several slow breaths. Decide what kind of person you want to be during the day. Then move your body. Stretch, walk, or train. The purpose is not only physical fitness. Movement. Choose one important task and complete it before allowing distractions to take control. During the day, observe your reactions. Notice when impatience appears. Notice when fear appears. Notice when the ego wants to defend itself. In the evening, reflect. Ask yourself, where was I disciplined? Where did I lose awareness? What can I improve tomorrow? Do not judge yourself harshly. Observe honestly. Then continue the next day.
What is the biggest obstacle that prevents people from mastering themselves?
The belief that change should be easy. People want transformation without discomfort. They want confidence without facing fear. They want discipline without sacrifice. They want peace without confronting the chaos inside them. But development has a price. The price is consistency. The price is patience. The price is letting go of habits that provide temporary comfort but create long-term weakness. You cannot carry every old habit into a new life. At some point, you must decide what is more important: your comfort today or your potential tomorrow.
Before we finish, what final message would you like to give to someone who feels weak, confused, or stuck in life?
Do not try to change your entire life in one moment. Change the next decision. The next time you want to give up, continue for a little longer. The next time anger appears, pause before responding. The next time fear tells you to avoid something meaningful, take one step toward it. The next time you make a promise to yourself, keep it. Your life is not only shaped by major events, it is shaped by small choices repeated every day. You do not need to become perfect. You need to become aware. Awareness changes your decisions. Your decisions change your habits. Your habits change your character. And your character shapes your future. Do not ask whether the path will be easy. Ask whether the path will make you stronger.
Master Shi Heng Yi, thank you for sharing these valuable lessons with us. Today's conversation reminds us that the greatest victory is not controlling the world around us. It is learning to control our own thoughts, reactions, habits, and actions. To everyone listening, remember, you do not become stronger by avoiding every struggle. You become stronger by learning how to face struggle with awareness, discipline, and calmness. Thank you for listening. Until next time, protect your attention, train your mind, and continue moving forward.